Good morning and welcome to the start of a new vlog. I am on my way to Parade. Well, my mom just dropped me off at the gas station because I forgot to bring gum with me and I'm not in control in a lot of the driving today, so I was anxious about not having gum. So she dropped me off at the gas station and she went to the meetup point, so now I have gum and I'm walking to the meetup point. It kind of looks like rain. See, kind of looks like rain, but good old Midwestern Americana.
Definitely not.
That sign, it's a pretty cool sign.
Bloody Mary.
There's no snacks. You didn't eat all your hot dogs.
I'll stand in it. I'll stand in it.
Outstanding in your field.
I am in pain, so I'm gonna do a doctor phone call and hopefully get met.
Grandparents lived out now.
Okay, before I announce the next.
Look at how pretty it is. The fountain. Ooh, darkness.
Alright.
Not a Yahtzee.
2 4s. 4s haven't been too lucky. Shine. It is their time to shine. 2 more is all we need. Oh, so close.
Good morning. It is like 10:30 almost. This morning has been like an admin morning for me, for my life. I am managing my life today. What have I done? I ordered more bras. I sent an email to the tour company that I'm doing Scotland with. I'm asking them like what was that? Asking them luggage sizes and like transportation to and from B&Bs. Just questions that I had on those. And then I went through everything I've saved and what I still need to pay for, or like what I have paid for, etc. Normally I'm like looking at just like what I've saved and being like, okay, based on what I've saved, like I have enough money. But today I like looked at what I have saved and then like I subtracted everything I've paid for, basically. Or what did I do? Okay, I got scared that I had done something wrong. I didn't. This lighting, okay, there we go. Now you can actually see my face. I took the money that I have in my savings account currently and subtracted everything that I still have to pay for. So that way I could see, rather than being like, oh, I've got this much money and like this stuff is already paid for. So I could see exactly like what I'm left with. So I like took the money I had and subtracted like the accommodations, mainly, that's what it was. And then the rest of the tour, because I just have a deposit on the tour and the accommodations currently. And then like some activities and entertainment that I have set aside. So as far as that stuff goes, stuff I still have to pay for, because like I've already paid for the whole flight, etc. So minusing that stuff, I still have $1,700 left, which will be for like covering food, which will be a lot. Like I budgeted $600 for food basically, so that's plenty good there. And then things like other transportation, like trains, Ubers, etc., cabs, whatever I decide to take, and then like miscellaneous and souvenirs and stuff. So that's looking pretty good. And I still have $600 to go into it. Ah, how exciting. Oh, this was what I've done today. So I did that, and then I ordered groceries for pickup tomorrow, and I was researching suitcases because I'm gonna buy a suitcase and I'm gonna check it rather than doing carry-on. This is something I've decided in the last couple of days because I was worried about fitting everything in my carry-on anyway. And then like I was talking about like making my backpack in Scotland, and my mom was like, are you gonna have room for that, like in your bag? And I was like, you know what, you're right. Yeah, all of that. I've also uploaded all the footage because I haven't edited last vlog. They answered my tour questions. I'm scared. Wow, okay, that that was easy peasy. I don't understand their size measurements. Even when I converted it, like for like the suitcase and stuff, I didn't understand it. So I sent them being like, I'm a little confused by like the luggage size listing even when I converted it. I'm looking to bring like a medium-sized suitcase with measurements somewhere around this. And I said like 26 times 17 times 11, because that's like, I think like a big medium suitcase. And I don't want to go too big. And that's going to be much bigger than my carry-on, because I think my carry-on is like 21 inches. So that's already much bigger than my carry-on. And then I also asked about transportation, right? So they just said, yes, your case measurements are absolutely fine to bring on the tour, so don't worry about that, smiley face. And then they said, as for getting to and from your accommodation, your allocated tour guide will pick you up and drop you off each night. Wow. That couldn't have been better. Okay, I have the rough edit of my vlog from last week done, but I need to take a break. I've also watched a Christmas movie, which is not entirely... I didn't watch it per se. It's been on this whole time, the last 2 hours of my life. And I do basically know what happens. I was paying enough attention to know what was going on. But listen, there was nothing else on. It was either a Christmas movie or Friends, and I wasn't really feeling the vibe of Friends. And also, I was like, you know what? If I put on this Christmas movie, then maybe I will be inspired to finish my damn book. Because I need to finish it. I've just been reading so much lately. And like, I do so many things that there's only so much time for so many hobbies. Okay? So... writing falls to the wayside, but I want to, you know what? I had said I wanted to finish this book during the summer, but with the upcoming trip, I don't know if I'm going to finish it this summer. So the goal is now my birthday, which was the goal for the first draft. So we're not going to let our birthday go by without this draft being done. And then we are going to focus on these 2 drafts, making them into books, and we are going to query. All right? 2026 is the year of querying. Okay? So... that's the main goal. And I think I'm going to query this Christmas romance first, because it's going to be so much easier, I think, to query that. So, 2026, year of querying. Anyway, all that to say, I need a break. I'm going to go outside and do a little walking, perchance. I'm outside, but it is also gross outside. Well, it's not too bad. I mean, it's not... Is it going to rain again? It's gross outside, but like... it's also summer in Iowa, and this is what I wanted. Oh, the breeze. Maybe I'll come outside and read. Fun fact, we planted all of these trees, like, when I was in middle school / high school. I might have said this in a vlog already, but we planted those trees, and we had to water them. I hated that job. During the summer, I hated it. I look back on it now and I'm like, that was so nice. Because we literally just drove the 4-wheeler, had a big trailer, or had a trailer with a big thing of water on it, and we would just drive the 4-wheeler from tree to tree, set the hose down, and I would literally just read while we watered each tree. Ugh. Also, these trees with the ropes are trees that my parents got when they came up to Minnesota to get trees. Okay, I was gonna walk down here, but there is 0 breeze down here. So I'm just gonna walk around our little U driveway. So it's currently 80 degrees, but it feels like 88, and the humidity is at 87%. Oh, that's the big water tank. We don't have the 4-wheeler anymore, but we still have trees that need to be watered, so they attach it to this little tractor mower guy. Right here is the best breeze. I could just come plop a chair right here and read. Maybe. Because then I can look at that yard or that yard. We'll see. All right, I'm hot. I'm going back inside. I just started editing and my dad just pulled in. Dang it. Okay, last week's vlog is now done and uploading. I am actually going to upload or import all the footage that I've taken for this week so far and load it in and maybe start editing it because why not? I'm kind of on a roll right now. There are other things I want to do today though. I want to continue putting my Scotland itinerary together. It's mostly like I've got the vague idea and I don't think I'm going to be able to lay it out as much as I usually lay out an itinerary. So there is that, but we'll see. We'll see. I need to stop looking at a screen for a while though. All right, suitcase is packed as much as it can be packed. I should honestly probably do the neti pot, and like even the doctor, I got sinus infection medication. I don't know if I've said that, but I did like the virtual call. She was like, yep, sounds like sinus infection medication. I will prescribe it immediately. The only place around here that had an opening or had pharmacies that were open was Walmart, like 25 minutes away. So my mom and I went there yesterday morning to get my sinus infection medication because this was yesterday. So I've got that now and thank God because it is helping. And it's like the normal one I get. Remember how I took that random one that I got prescribed in December? Good decision, bad decision? Unsure. But that one was different. The one I just got yesterday is a normal big white pill. So that's nice. It is working. It is working. Thank God. So anyway, I should do the neti pot because even the doctor said like you should do like nasal rinse. But I'm like, is that going to clear out the medicine? I don't know how things work. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do it later. It is 2:19. My mom gets up work at 5. So then she'll be home. Bachelor in Paradise is at 7. So we're gonna watch that. My mom doesn't watch Bachelor in Paradise, but I do. I had a moment earlier where I thought I was gonna be sick, and so now I'm really anxious about that. I think I want to run into town and get gas because I'm gonna need to get gas before I leave tomorrow. And usually when I'm ready to leave, I'm ready to leave. So stopping just feels like crazy, which is like, whenever I leave, I don't want to leave. That's not what I'm saying. Like, I want to stay, but like when I'm on the road, that means I'm home. I'm going home. And I want to be there. I don't want to stop. I don't want to do much of anything unless it's part of the plan, which it's usually not because of Ergo wanting to stop. All that being said, I think I might run into town and get gas. I want to get ice cream, but nowhere in this godforsaken town is open. That cute ass little cottage. I'm obsessed. Also, look at these chairs. Obsessed. The water. Obsessed. And a tire, apparently. I love the splashing of the lake. It's so wonderful. I think it's gonna rain. Okay, I started editing this vlog, but my eye is hurting, so I'm gonna do the neti pot, and then I'm gonna move my car into the garage, because when I got back from getting gas, I did not put my car in the garage, so I'll do that. That way my mom can get in the garage. I wonder if it sounds different when I hold the phone, because the acoustics never sound as good, like in my ear. No, never sound as good on the phone as when they're in my ear, so let's see. What are the words? Let us be glad, let us be grateful, let us rejoice and fly that goodness could subdue the wicked workings of you know who. Isn't it nice to know that good will conquer evil, the truth we all believe in, by and by, I'll live a life I gotta stop. I've been singing so much that like I'm feeling sick. Look at that sky. This is it, folks. How gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. You can't get better than golden hour. Look at that. Who got a Yahtzee? I did!
Because it makes me feel a little bit better.
Who got another Yahtzee and in sixes again?
Not me. This. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. It's your third Yahtzee on sixes. I would take the 4 of a kind if I were you.
No. Froggy. Goodbye, bedroom. God, it's muggy out. But goodbye. Okay, but just a fly. In my defense, there's a cicada killer out there, and so when something landed on me, I was like, no! Goodbye, living room. Goodbye, house. Goodbye. Wow. I am home now to unpack the groceries. This is my grocery haul. So I was gonna get home and then go to Barnes & Noble and go to like Kohl's to get a suitcase. But I'm feeling kind of anxious. And I don't want to leave my home, which is so typical of me. I brought this pillow back from my parents' house. I took it to my parents' house. And I had another one similar to it here, but it's kind of deflating. I got my rain jacket. Let's try her on. Whoa. Why are you filming? Uh-oh. I don't think I like it. The sleeves are short, first off. And it feels tight up here. Can you even zip? Let's see. Okay, you can zip. But I don't know, if I've got layers on underneath this, this is really not gonna be great. I think I should get a different size. I miss being home. I miss my mom. I'm just kind of sad. Is that the girl that does the thing on TikTok? It's hard to believe I'm walking through the ruins of the first ever city.
Well, they did some.
Because if you was to split that under your pillow, you'd get about 700 quid.
Hi. It's the middle of the night, but I woke up because of intense pain in my eye, and I'm really scared and confused because it's supposed to be getting better and not worse, and I don't understand.
Good morning. I'm still really sad and scared and anxious. It feels okay right now. I can feel the remnants of pain. And when I put my eye drops in, like the minute I touched my eye, it was like a shock. But I'm gonna take the sinus infection medication, eat some food, and then before I leave, probably take Tylenol. I don't know. I don't want the pain to start, because yesterday the pain started and didn't kind of go away. Like when I stopped for lunch. Well, when I stopped to say goodbye to my mom, I took the powdered Tylenol. And then by the time I stopped 2.5-ish hours later for lunch and to like get gas, the pain was like so annoying me and everything was going wrong and I was just very overwhelmed. And then, you know, that was like 12:30. By the time 6:30 rolled around, I was like, I need to take Tylenol again because the pain. And then of course I woke up at 2:30 in the morning. Great, love that. She's running. It's so dark. Let's go try and find a suitcase. Wow. Hi, my face hurts, but I took acetaminophen like 3 hours ago. Can I take more? I don't know. Why does it fucking hurt? Jesus fucking Christ. Can we be done with this? Also, I think the suitcase I got is too big. So the blue suitcase is a suitcase that I own. It's just so big. But then I got the new suitcase home and it's like practically the same size. It's just like an inch smaller in like all regards. So I don't know about that. But this said that it was a 26 incher, but I couldn't read any of the other, like it didn't have any of the other dimensions. And I was like, I don't know, I think it looks smaller than the one in my brain. And I went after work, so I didn't take the, where are you? I didn't take the thing, the tape measure. I don't know. I was debating between this and another one. The other one was, again, an inch smaller, but it seemed so small. So I don't know what to do. I've added my carry-on to the pile-up so you can really see what's going on here. Ugh. Also, I like how technically I have like a whole ass luggage set. But it's all different. Well, actually, so the one I just got is a Samsonite, and this one is also a Samsonite. What's the brand of this guy? Is it also a Samsonite? No. I also got these cute luggage tags. But see how big this is? I don't know, it feels big. Maybe it's not big. Maybe I'm crazy. I'll sit with it for the next couple of days, and on Friday, if I want to go get a different one, I'll return it and get a different one. This feels very big. But then like compare it to my other suitcase and like it doesn't seem that much bigger, but it definitely 100% is. I was keeping the lights off in there because my face hurts. For the UK, you have to fill out an ETA, which is some kind of application, like a visa, but not really. But that's the vibe. You have to fill that out to go. And they say like everything I saw talking, and it's new this year, so that's another thing. Everything I saw talking about it was like, you know, they usually like get you approved within 3 days. A lot of the times it's a lot faster, but 3 days, and it's good for 2 years. So you would think that since it's good for 2 years, I would have filled it out before to be prepared. And I said, you know what? No, because they say it's good for 2 years, but what if it's not? What if they trick me? So I just filled it out a month before I leave, but just no. I got it back literally within like 2 minutes. I swear to God. Let me... Oh, and I'm approved. Let's see. 1 minute. I got it back within 1 minute. I need to work on stuff, like for the theater, but I just don't want to look at a screen. I say as I look at screens. Before this clip, I was scrolling TikTok. For what the fuck, why? Also, I'm just gonna live life with my eyes closed from here on out. That's like my normal state, and then every time I have to open them, I'm like, oh my God. I'm really just trying not to take acetaminophen for at least another hour or two. It's 6 o'clock now, so I'll be eating soon. What am I gonna eat? Nobody knows. Who's calling me? I don't know you. Do you know you could buy Subway sauce at Walmart? Because I didn't. I want to read, but I don't want to use my eyes. Then again, if I'm not reading, I'm gonna put something on TV, which, to be fair, is a different distance away. I might even get on my laptop and work on Scotland stuff. I need to work on Scotland stuff. I don't know what to do. The clouds are so poofy. I like it. Now I'm done with work and the clouds are still so fun. So there's a pizza and beer thing here at my apartment today. I'm gonna go get pizza and hopefully a soda pop. But I have to work at the theater tonight, so I'm not gonna be drinking a beer. I'm not gonna be staying. Got the goods. My pill station also. Wow, and just like that, I'm home. It's like I never left. Hi, I'm home from work. I don't want to do anything. I really just want to lay in bed. It's a new thing for me. I usually don't want to just lay in bed. But I still have my shoes on. Specifically because I knew that I still had things that I wanted to do. And I said, leave your shoes on so you can get some more like breakage in of them, because I'm trying to break these shoes in for Scotland. So even when I'm just doing stuff around the house, I like to try and wear them. Now I don't want to get out of bed, but I can't fully get into bed because of the shoes. See how they are not onto bed? So herein lies the problem. I have to start registration tonight at midnight. You remember when that whole thing happened like 4 months ago? I have to do it again. Love that. So hopefully everything goes okay, but that means I have to stay awake until midnight tonight. Dear God, please help me. I think I'm going to do like the picking up things that I need to do, and then maybe make a little grocery list. I don't need many groceries because I just did that, but I need like coffee creamer. I forgot to do that. And, you know, just like little snacky stuff. Maybe some more snacky stuff because Zach and I are going on a road trip tomorrow. I also have to do some stuff for job number 3. I packed my laptop and my book in my laptop bag to take to work last night, and I fucking forgot it. I was so upset with myself. So I have to do that. I finished my audiobook today, which was Business Casual by B.K. Borison. I loved it. I'm glad that I took a break between Mixed Signals and Business Casual, because I listened to In the Weeds and then immediately listened to Mixed Signals. And I don't think that boded well for me because I didn't really care for Mixed Signals that much. I gave it a 3.25. But I really liked Business Casual. Way more than I thought I was going to, which is great. I kind of want to give it a 5 because I can't think of like anything that I didn't really like about it, but I also don't feel like it's like 5 worthy, so I'll probably give it like a 4.5. I don't know. Make it make sense. But I haven't read my physical book in a couple of days, mostly because this has been bothering me, and then because I forgot it last night. But I want to finish it in July, which seemed very likely and now seems less likely. What's today? The 25th? So 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. I have until, next Thursday. I could probably read it. I could probably finish it. I want to finish it. But I'm also losing Everything is Tuberculosis in a couple of days, so I need to finish that. I'm 55% of the way through that. I don't want to get out of bed. Okay, so I've done some stuff around the house. I did stuff for job number 3. Now it's 3:30, and here's my dilemma. Originally, I was going to go, back out and about, get groceries, maybe go to Goodwill and get, Dunkin' Donuts coffee and have, a nice little time. But then I was like, you know what else I really want? Panda Express. I've been wanting Panda Express for a while now. So I should just go a little bit later and do all those things and get Panda Express. Because if I'm on that side of town, then I'll be on that side of town and I can get Panda. But then I don't want to get Dunkin', because then I'll be getting supper. And also, I don't want to go get supper yet, even though, the things before will take some time. They're still not going to take enough time for supper if I leave now. So I think what I'm going to do is watch an episode of We Were Liars, because I have 2 episodes left. I would like to finish it today. It's just so intense. But it could be good if I watch an episode and then leave the house. You know what I'm saying? So let's try that. Is it so hard watching this show because I know the ending, or is it just hard? Can somebody tell me who didn't know the ending when they watched We Were Liars? Is it really hard because I know, or because it's just hard? I have 40 minutes left. It is 4:51, so if I just finish it right now, it'll be 5:30. I can go get some little groceries. I probably won't go to Goodwill. We'll see. I'm stressed. God, that's such a mindfuck. I'm done now, though. It's just so much. And I don't like... They have an ending scene that's definitely a sequel setup. And they had a couple of things in this episode that were sequel setup, which, is okay if they're setting up a season 2, I get it. But I did not like the ending scene. I did not like that. No, I don't like it. I'm glad I just finished it now, though. Now it's 5:45 and we are gonna go get groceries and Panda Express. Yeah. Coming to the grocery store while already being anxious might not be the best idea. Because I'm anxious, I got way more than I need. Yeah, I definitely got way too much. My brain was like, oh, get that, get that, get that. You need that, you want that. This is what I mean by I bought too much. This is my grocery haul, and what did I need? What did I go to the store for? Snicky snacks for me and Zach's travels tomorrow. Creamer. And I did think about maybe getting a little bit of ice cream. I did also gluten-free bread maybe. And maybe a couple of drinks. These are all bubblers. And this is what I got. So there's that.
At some point, I slithered down and am laying here watching Would I Lie to You. But it is only 9 o'clock. It's not even 9 o'clock. I have lied. It's 8:13. I have 4 hours before I can go to bed. So I need to sit the fuck up so I don't fall asleep. All right, so it's about 8:50 and I read 24 pages of People We Meet on Vacation. This is a good book. I'm just reading it super slow. Like 20 pages is kind of an average for me. Like I feel like if I read 30 pages or more, it's like a good reading day. If I read more than 50 pages, it's like amazing. So 20 pages feels kind of average, and it's a good book. I think just because with all of my traveling back home and like doing stuff back home, and then with this acting up, I just haven't wanted to like read. So it's kind of making it hard to get into because I also just hit 100 pages, and the first 100 pages of books are usually hard to get into anyway, so it's like you have to get to the first 100 pages. You know what I mean? I'm gonna fold my laundry now. All right, it's almost 11 o'clock, which means about 30 to 40-ish minutes before I start getting ready for registration. Oh my God. I think I'm gonna take Tylenol because I'm kind of feeling it, and I still have to be up for over an hour, and I don't want to like, I want to help myself, not hurt myself, you know? Like, I don't want it to get worse and then go to sleep and have it be worse and then wake up and have it be worse. You know what I mean? Update on the things I've been doing. There's actually way more I could have done that I didn't do. I mean, I still have an hour, but I don't think everything I could have done, I could do. So like I am editing this vlog currently. Obviously not this, but I am halfway through the edit of this vlog. So I mean, there is that, but I looked into some like airport stuff in Edinburgh and like customs. I don't know any of that stuff. I was looking into that, and I did kind of like finish my Scotland itinerary. I gotta like double check everything makes sense, but I think I kind of finished it. And then I finished Business Casual today, as I said, so I wrote the review for that. Oh, and I want to try and get ARCs on NetGalley. But I don't know how it works. So I had to look into that, which is another thing I could do tonight. I've only got an hour left. And, like, I want to be as prepared for bed as possible when that hour is up. You know what I mean? All right, most of this vlog is edited now. I want to put music on the front. And then, of course, these, like, clips aren't in there. But it's 11:30. So we're going to go get the computer set up for registration and make sure everything is ready to go. Okay, I'm all set, but there's like 10 minutes before I can start really doing anything. Like, what am I gonna do in 10 minutes? I don't know. Watch more Would I Lie to You? Sure, but like, blah, blah, blah. I am nervous. I'm not as nervous as the first time we did this because we have now done it. That's what happens when you do it the first time. You do it again and again. So I'm not as nervous this time, but I am still nervous because what if it doesn't work for whatever reason? I just had a thought. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If it matters, I can try and make it matter tomorrow. I'm just thinking, I don't think I reached out to like the company that we do like our classes through, which I have in the past, and I don't think it matters. It sucked anytime anyway. All right, step 1 is done. Now I have to wait a few minutes before I do anything else. Well, technically, I think I could do everything right now because it automatically turns on at midnight. Theoretically. Oh, why is this so stressful? This should not be so stressful. What I mean is, there are things that I could do now, and I don't think it'll show until midnight because that's when it automatically turns on. But alas, I'm not going to do it just in case. Also,
this is not something that we can test. Like, I can like turn things off and on and see if we can see them, but this timing thing, I can't test that. And I can't test people logging on to register for classes. I just can't test that. This really is just like a waiting game. Like, I've just been sitting here and like I've been kind of watching TikTok, but then I'm like, I'm gonna get distracted if I keep watching TikTok. And it's 11:56, so I think it's so funny because we updated 2 out of our 3 policies like at the top of the summer, and we've been telling people like pretty regularly for like the last month to be like, hey, you have to accept your policies before you can register. And I keep getting policy notifications like, oh my god. I'm gonna save. It's 11:59 in some sense. Show online, yes. Allow registration, yes. I think it's working. This is making me anxious. My screen is loading, but because I log in like I'm a parent, but registrations are coming through, so that means it is working. Okay, I can now see classes, and like I went out and in. I should have just been patient, but I was like, what if it's me? And it's 12:03, so like I was freaking out quite a bit for probably nothing. And I have over 100 notifications already, so people are registering. Okay, I'm liking what it's looking like, so I think I'm going to get ready for bed. Let me do a little update. We started the week out at my parents' house. That was fun. Did some parades, hung out, saw my cousin perform, or my cousin's daughter perform, which, by the way, she's like broken. I'll talk about it next week. But she's like broken. Anyway, she's fine. But saw her perform, saw more family than I expected, which was cool. Got some time just in the country and time with my mom. I annihilated her in Yahtzee. Get in there. And then I came back here and I've just kind of been like chilling and getting ready for Scotland. And I worked at the theater. And that's kind of what I did this week. Nothing crazy. Tomorrow, Zach and I are going to go see the show at my 3rd job, which normally we're going to go see the show at my 2nd job. We're changing it up. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to show him all the places I used to love in Iowa. It'll be so exciting. But yeah, that's it for now. I'm going to go get ready for bed, and then I'll do a final little check-in with you before I do the blah, blah, you know? All right, at 12:15, there's 190 notifications, so I think we're good. I'm gonna go to bed, and I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye!